Hello guys, in this tutorial we're gonna learn how to paint on canvas. So canvas is just a place inside your top window where you will have options to paint all kind of geometrical shapes. Right, so shape is a handle for that specific first shape, and where that thing is located? Well, in canvas. Canvas and uppercase C must be. Now question, where that canvas is positioned? Well, in top window. So it is not enough to have canvas, you must also say where that thing is. So canvas is in top window. Now we need to state dimensions of that shape. How? Well, very simple, almost like CSS. Exactly like CSS pretty much in this case. Width will be 200 pixels for that shape, and height will be also 200 pixels. And let's immediately change background color to be, let's say, red. And when I press F5, pretty much nothing happens, nothing useful except top window, because we must pack or place that shape. But we know about pack and place from a couple of last tutorials, so now we will learn about positions through grid. So you'll say shape.grid, and now we need to use rows and columns to set coordinates of that specific shape. So it's like Excel table. You have horizontal and vertical intersection that will uniquely define field in that Excel table or MySQL table, whatever you use more. Right, so row will be 0, this is a starting row, and the column will be also 0. So if you can envision like Excel table here, row 0 and column 0 basically means upper left corner, top left corner, like right here, if you think that this is Excel table. Right, and when I press F5 now, there you go, we have 0 horizontally, 0 vertically, so we have that shape right here at the top left corner through grid way of positioning. Right, let's create something else, some other shape, and we're gonna push it first right here, and then we're gonna push it right here to think about these grids more. So to save a little bit of time, I'm gonna change a couple of things here. This will be shape 2, and of course don't forget to change shape to shape 2 here. And dimensions will be same, the color will be orange. And if you have same row and columns, that means that shape 2 will overwrite shape first shape. F5, and there you go. But this is not that useful. So let's flush this thing to one row down. Means row 1 and column will be same, because you wanna have one orange immediately after red box, like vertically. F5, and there you go. I mean, through code is much easier to explain than through theoretical talking. Okay, guys? Right, so let's flush this orange box to right. Well, it is just enough to say column 1. Basically, you go to right by one column, always to right. F5, and there you go, guys, you have beginning of some kind of stairs, like reverse stairs. It depends how you think. Right, so let's create yet another shape, which will be shape 3, and don't forget to change a corresponding number down there when you are gridding things. Same dimensions, and color will be orange or red. And if I want to have this thing just after shape 2, then I will just change row to 2, and we'll have this result. That's completely okay, completely normal. So let me boost the size of top window a little bit, because it's not sufficient right now. I'm gonna have 800 here and also here, and now you will see this thing better. There you go. And now we will flush this thing to right, like a normal operation. Well, normal in this case. So row will be 2, but column will be also 2. So we are shifting to right. There you go, guys. Very cool stuff. Now, can you use pack or place to do these things except grid? Well, sure. I'm gonna copy paste this thing to save a little bit of time, and let me paste it here. So that means that we must substitute these grids with pack, let's say. Right, so pack, and we are talking about sides here. So this one will be positioned to top, and we need to use anchor here. Anchor for, let's say, northwest, and I will comment these things because I don't want to confuse myself at the moment yet. And now this first red box will be totally up to northwest, which will be exactly right here if you think that this editor is like used for coordinates. It depends how you think about these lessons, right? There you go, guys. Okay, so let's flush this shape 2 to right, northeast, right here. Okay, right here. So we need to activate it, and we're gonna substitute grid with pack. So side will be right, and anchor will be northeast, let's say. And F5, and there you go. Now what's gonna happen if we resize this thing? Will they like overlap each other? Well, no, in this case, when we are packing, guys, when we are packing, in this case. So let's activate shape number 3, and we're gonna say pack, and we will say that side is a bottom, and anchor will be southwest, right? So basically lower left corner, F5, and there you go. And now what will happen if we resize that thing? Will they flush each other? Well, it depends. It depends, you know, about those anchors. Right, so now you know about packs and grids. Okay, so let's position them with placing with real pixel coordinates. So let me again pull this from operation, and we're gonna substitute pack with place, and we will use real coordinates, like x will be 100 pixels, and also epsilon will be 100 pixels. Right, F5, and there you go, expected results. And these coordinates are fixed, very fixed, because they are hard-coded pretty much. Right, what about shape number 2? Well, we're gonna say place, and x will be 150, and epsilon will be also, let's say, 150. So see, you can create very nice shapes here. And again, we have very fixed coordinates. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing is responsive pretty much. And the same stuff with shape number 3. This time we're gonna say place, and let's have these things like a 300, and epsilon will be 300, F5, and there you go. Okay, and again, these things are fixed. Can you combine place and pack and grid? Well, let me see what I can do. This will remain. We're gonna switch this with pack, and the side will be bottom, and anchor will be southwest, let's say, And this thing will be positioned through grid option, where row will be 2 and column will be 2. Will this work at all? F5. And we have a problem, because if you're messing around with real coordinates, well, why do you need grids then? Grids are very standardized, very unique. I mean, a row is a row and column is a column. It is always row and column. But when you have pixels and size, you can change many things for very small differences. So there is no sense in using place and grid in the same code. Okay, in the same canvas, in the same top window. So cannot use Geometry Manager grid inside, which already has, what else we have? Just a second. Which already has sleeves managed by peg. Exactly. So use grids only, or use places only, or peg only. Right, but can you use like a peg and place together? Well, F5, and yes, but the question is, I mean, there is a great chance that you're gonna confuse yourself, guys. So use any of these three and stick with it. Either grid, either peg or either place, and you will be happy. Okay guys, that's pretty much it in this tutorial. Stick one of the packing, placing, gridding options and you will be fine without too much headache. Grid will get the job done, especially if these shapes are same or similar. It's kinda very simple to position these things if we have same shapes. You don't need to think about these too much. It's like mechanical. Right, so as always, thank you for watching and see you next tutorial.